Also, girls, why do we always go, like, close our mouths? I like always catch myself doing it, and then when my husband comes in the room, I'm like, he leaves, I'm like. Hi guys, I'm Millie Bobby Brown and this is Winnie, and today we are with Allure to do our 10-minute beauty routine. I'm a mum, so now everything is purely based on getting out the house in 0.5 seconds. It's gonna be super casual and very easy. So my first product is Florence by Mills, our Pineapple Whip Moisturizer. For me, I travel constantly and my skin can get on the drier side, so this moisturizer has saved me. Winnie has dry skin too. She hasn't used it, and don't use it on your dogs. Also smells divine. The problem with Florence by Mills products, and there's hardly ever a problem, they do smell like you want to eat them, and I do. So I am the way I am. So I'm going to apply this. When it comes to skincare, I use my hands. I never really use a brush. I just feel like for me, I like to feel it. Also as a mum, I feel like eye cream is a necessity. I didn't have like tired eyes bags before I had my child, and then I did nights and I was like, oh my God, I look insane. Actually, the first night, second night, you're like, I'm living for this, because you have this like kind of glow about you. The third night, it hits you like a ton of bricks. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I look insane. So this is the best eye cream, and it also has retinol in it to brighten up those under eyes, mums. If you know, you know. And I always just do a little bit on my eyes, on the top of my eyes, just so that I get that brightness everywhere. Since becoming a mum, I'd say, gosh, it's just not about you anymore. So you really have to plan your night out now. Like for me, I do every single bedtime. You know, me and my husband do every single bedtime. It's like the best, but I have about an hour to give her. And then by that time, you're like, I just want to get into bed myself. I can't really be bothered. So self-care is important, but it's probably minimized into like 30 minutes where I'm just like shower, skincare, hair, you know, and I usually do like once a week where I really kind of just like hone in and do everything. And then I'm just like, Dad. But you know, ultimately I also want her to see me take care of myself, to enjoy self-expression, and she really likes to watch me do my skincare and makeup. She just follows the brush. I think mostly because she wants to just put it in her mouth. Your girl has never found the foundation of her dreams. I don't know if that's a relatable comment, but like I could like love a foundation for like 3 years and then all of a sudden I'm like, this is actually the worst foundation I've ever used. Like, why have I been doing this? And I think it's like, you really have to just like find the one that works for you, works for your skin, and also amount, you guys, like change the amount of product you put on your skin. I feel like before I was like caking myself up with just foundation. Then I was like, I hate my makeup. Why? Well, it's because you have like 3 layers of makeup on. So this is my Hourglass. It's not as shiny because guys, this is actually mine. I'm not like one of those fake people. It's shade 8.5. I usually do use a brush to apply my foundation, and I always use my hand. However, when I leave the house, I always forget to wipe it. And then I'm like, shit, I've looked like I've gotten bored and started doodling on myself. But anywho, I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Also, love these brushes. Shout out, Mario, I love you, and I love these brushes. You know why? They're dual-ended like that. This is great. You know why? Because I don't have space in my makeup bag and I could put 3 of you in me. Well, that makes no sense. 3 of Mario in me. Honestly, you're hot. But no, he's divine. So when I talk minimal, I really mean it. Like I try to just do the lightest layer, and you know, I'm 22, so I still do get like acne, hormonal acne here and there. I try to embrace it. I'm not the kind of person to try and cover it as much as possible because it actually gives me anxiety. I'm like, it needs to breathe, let it breathe. So I try to give a really light layer, but I also still like to see like some of my freckles and things like that. So I try to keep it as minimal as possible. I would say like for me, if I don't have my eyebrows on, I'm not leaving the house. Because I believe, and nobody needs to comment in the comment section because I already know your opinions, but I believe that I like to bring my eyebrows in just a little bit more. And I really think eyebrows are hard to do. I think I need a course in them. You really have to learn the way your eyebrows look best. And there's a reason I've had my one and only makeup artist for all these years, and that's because I just love the way he does my makeup. Shout out Buster Knight, love you. So, I would say I'm happy with this, and always connect to the neck because it gives me so much anxiety seeing people on TV with different color face and necks. I'm like, guys, let's not do that. Next up, Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham. First of all, I'm obsessed with you. You're an icon. Second of all, I'm obsessed with your bronzer. I love it. You're everything. My mum got me onto Victoria Beckham. My mum only uses Victoria Beckham. She just loves it and watches all her tutorials, which actually breaks my heart. Like, it's the cutest thing ever. She's like, this is how she did her eye. This is how I'm gonna do my eye. I'm like, period. Again, this is my real one. Don't judge me, okay? I'm gonna use her. So I like to just use the lighter one. And then I just kind of work with where the shadows naturally land on my face. Because that's like naturally, I think, how my face works. I don't like to paint anything that doesn't really exist already. And then the biggest thing is, and I've only recently started doing this, is actually matching it with my eyes. Gigi Hadid, I see her always, and it's always like the same, like her eyes and her contour are the same, and I'm like, Gigi, whatever you're doing, it's working, girl, because now I'm doing it. So I like to just pop a little bit on my eyes just to kind of connect the dots. Okay, so I do like to connect it to my forehead, and then last thing, I just like to connect it to my jawline. Sometimes if I'm like feeling snatchalina, I will contour my nose, but today I just feel like I don't have time, so we're keeping it short and sweet. Sabrina. Okay, next up, I'm obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury blusher. I just love the way it feels. I love the color. I would say I'm actually, so funny enough, I always say this, but I absolutely hated blush growing up. Why? Because it made me look younger and I wanted to look like Dua Lipa. First of all, Dua Lipa's stunning. Absolutely love you. Congratulations on the wedding, girl. I just wanted to look older, so I steered away from blush. Now I'm in my blush era. Now I love it. However, I never liked pink, so I had to find my color, and it's peach. I really like the way peach looks on me, and I feel like it's just really natural and cute. So that is what I do. And then all the kind of trendy Instagram girlies put it on their nose too. So that's what I do because I am a follower. So that's our skin so far, guys. I know you're like, what has she done? But I have done something because I look semi put together now. Okay, next I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. The thing I said I don't ever hardly do, I do try, and today I have time, so let's do it. Okay, never let anyone do this to you. I was scarred when I was young. A horror story being that my skin got caught in it instead of the eyelash, and they squeezed and I screamed. They always like to do it when you're young, you know, to like, because they don't want to put mascara on. They're always like, we'll make you look super natural. And they always used to just like curl my eyelashes. And one time I was like, we're never doing that again. Okay, mascara. Love this Dior mascara. I also use another mascara from Walgreens. It's the best, and it's red. And I just love the way it looks on my eyes. And every time I do it, my husband goes, oh my God, are you wearing your red mascara? I love it. And I'm like, I love you. That's why I married you, because you can tell when I'm wearing my Walgreens mascara as opposed to my Dior. So we're gonna pop a little bit on. Okay, the only thing that I don't do that I know many girls do is put mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't like doing it. It's never been my thing, just my top. But I also love the way other girls look with bottom lash mascara. I just don't like it on myself. Burgundy, I would say, like, is more my day-to-day, but if I'm going out, I'll use black. Gosh, the role Beauty plays in Enola Holmes 3. To be honest with you, I don't think Enola's like a huge makeup girly, and she's not taking like risks, primarily because it's the 1800s. God forbid a girl gets a manicure, but I love that she's very natural and she tries to just enhance her natural beauty, and she's doing it for herself, not anyone else.
I just noticed your two braids kind of match the wedding braids.
Yes, that's the point, girl. That's the point. I designed the first wedding look with our amazing designers on the film. Consolata, obviously, she is our amazing costume designer, and we worked tirelessly on what that dress looked like. And I took inspiration from my actual wedding dress with my husband, Jake Bon Jovi, love you. The hair was very specific. I knew I wanted to do two braids, one to symbolize me, one to symbolize Tewkesbury. So I knew I always wanted to do that. However, it's really hard to get that whole style in a wig. When I tell you my wig was hanging on by a thread because the weight of the bun and then the braids was just, you know, trying to pull down. So it's very, very difficult to try and do that without the wig falling off constantly. And it's not like Enola's like a lady, you know, she's on the top of a carriage with a gun. Okay, my next. This is my eyebrow pencil, Anastasia. Obsessed, love. Color, I don't know. Let's brush these bad boys. We've had enough talking about my eyebrows for one day. So I like my eyebrows kind of like semi-bushy, but not too much. But I do also love when I'm giving like a Britney eyebrow where it's just like a little bit straighter and do a little bit of like a kind of turn it out at the end instead of down because it's just very 90s and cool. Okay, Winnie, you think you're better than me? So I always start here and then work my way in. And then I always brush it out as I go. And then I have this point at the top of my eyebrow that I always just like to get because I feel like it adds shape. Yeah, I feel like it gives me kind of an arch. Okay, so that's kind of how I do my eyebrows. Just look, yeah, that is how I do them. The camera makes me second guess myself. Okay, all right, let's match. That's the hardest part, but they're not twins, they're sisters. Okay, brush it out. Let's get that arch. For me, the brushing out just feels like, I don't know, it feels like it's helping me in a way. So you see how this one is up and this one's going out? This always happens to me, I absolutely hate it. So I have to bring it in a bit more and keep it straight. I feel like we're in a good spot. Listen, am I obsessed? No. Am I busy and need to leave? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with her. She lives. She lives. I'm gonna do my lips. This is my favorite part. There's a lot of talk on the town about my lips, but do I care? No. So, I'm gonna do my lip liner first, and then I like to add a bit of moisture in the middle. It's Greta Lion, and I'm not sure about this shade. Let's take a look when it's on. Okay, my makeup artist knows this about me, but I love to do my own lip liner. And the thing is, I like the way he does it better, but for me, it's a therapy thing. I love, it's like my favorite part of my routine. And I also go to the bathroom sometimes just to do it in a restaurant, because I'm just like, it's so fun. It's like coloring in. So I always start on my Cupid's bow. And then I just swing it around. I don't like to overline my bottom lip because I do have a bigger bottom lip. Like as a baby, I was literally like, so I don't like to overline it because then I do look crazy. Here you go. And then I just like to smush it because I like to bring it in just a little bit. And that's my lip liner. Quickly after, I'm gonna bring in our Florence by Mills. I'm obsessed. These are our Stay Plush. This is shade Strawberry Sunrise, and I'm just gonna basically put a little bit of this in the center. So, obsessed. Also another thing that I could just eat. Oh my God, amazing. And those are my lips. Last but not least, this is our Florence by Mills Hair and Body Mist. I am obsessed. We have 3 different scents. We have Love Core, Soft Girl, and then we have Coastal Chic. Coastal Chic is definitely more summer, and even though New York isn't giving summer right now, it is the summertime. So we're gonna throw some of this on and a little bit on the hair, why not? We're here. The most thing I wanna be known for is to smell good. That's my big thing. Okay guys, this is my final look. I am obsessed. Here's our girl. you know, I've done so many routines, I've done so many magazines, there's so many random pictures of me in airports and things like that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I was doing with my makeup at the time. Interesting choice, Millie. But I think that's kind of how I look back on like my mum's pictures. I'm like, Mum, like you wore your hair like that, and why did you put like glitter on your eyelids like that? But like, she was like, that's what we did, like that's how we, you know. And so I think it'll be really cool for my daughter to take a look back at those moments for me, and for me to explain, oh, that was me accepting this award, or that was me doing this, and to be able to say I was 11 and I was experimenting with makeup, but I was still having a really good time, and it wasn't about looking good, it was about feeling like I was having, you know, fun, and it was about me. Like I was never forced to wear makeup as a child, and for me it was just an area of self-expression. That's how I've landed where I am today, because I feel like now I just have a really good idea of what self-expression looks like, and I just only can hope that she mirrors that same level of fun and playfulness, and to not let anyone dim her light. I feel like ready for the day now. Thank you guys so much for joining and watching. I hope to see you guys very soon.